17.
Because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he'll have his man, that's Edelman. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Throughout his career, Tom Brady has made a living with the quick pass, hasn't he? How about that one? A little slant inside, and I think his arm's gotten stronger throughout his career, too.
Yeah, and you can just see one of many examples of why he's made more trips to the Super Bowl than any other quarterback.
Footwork, intelligence, competitiveness, that's Tom Brady in a nutshell.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7.
Get some yardage. This play, because normally I can never get this play.
Brady gives now to Blunt. Uses the stiff arm. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own personnel, and they try to attack that way.
The Former 7th-round pick Julian Edelman just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
And he dumps it off to Blunt. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run it here with Blunt. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. LeGarrette Blunt taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Pats have taken the early lead. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts the defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And now it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry about it. It's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's what I was just going to say. First quarter, we'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax.
Whoa, bad move. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
We talk all the time about how important it is to have leverage in blocking. It's also a big part of policing up gaps. Did you move someone out of the A gap? Did you move him out of the B gap in order to create space for your guy to run? In this case, all those gaps were shut down.
Yeah, the movement was defensive, and they got him for a loss.
3rd and 12.
They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. This is taken at the 18. They juked him. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Patriots take over. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. after the interception. Here's Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. The 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 82 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from moving out in front. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. All right, so the timeout over, and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. And he knocks it through. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Danny Amendola on the return. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Not the tallest receiver on the field, but he just shouted to admit that the little guy can't go downfield and make a big-time catch on a deep pass because sometimes they'll just out-scrap you for the football.
And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Well, he just threw an interception last drive. Nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? He's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of the difference between driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? So that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them. Well, not that we had any questions, but it's obvious his arm does not hurt today, does it? He does not mind slinging it around.
He is firing that pigskin around the yard.
Yeah, putting it deep down.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Paul Warlow. Well, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You gonna let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So 1 quarter down here in Super Bowl 51. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, but they face a second and long to start things out. Now Ryan on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Jacob Tamme there. And that'll make it third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 82 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Now, he's having a nice little first half for your partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Bryant now to tack on the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. 1 play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. Now Amendola. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 20. And now out come the Patriots. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Blunt, the lone running back. Here's Brady. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team. One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And look at this. It's a fake. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Collins. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? I mean, you're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you hadn't.
Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. He's going to get the football. And some room to work. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set. All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
Now it's Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman taking it in from 11 yards out, and the Falcons will add on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Now Amendola. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Falcons set to get things rolling on defense again here. And the interception the last time Their third takeaway of the game, Charles.
They're just flocking to the football so well. And not only are they doing that, they're making big-time plays and taking it away from them. Big hits, big plays. They're looking very good in this ball game.
You said flocking, flying to the football. Coaches always use that, don't they?
They really do. It's almost it goes back to the old, when they click off the frame at the end of a play, they want to see all 11 defensive guys in that picture.
Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. 7 yards to go on second down. They slot Gronkowski outright. On second down, here's Brady. His throw incomplete. LeGarrette Blount was the intended target, and it's third down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
7 yards remain now on third down. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on fourth down. Here we go on fourth down now with Brady. And Edelman got a big game going. That's complete again. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at my coach. Why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Finding time. Connects with Sanu right side. And he'll go down at the 28. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without...
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with his third touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Here's Bryant for the extra point. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. So this is now the fourth time in the last 6 Super Bowls that we've had a safety. Obviously, that's strange when you figure during the regular season, on average, you'll see a safety about once every 14 games. So an oddity here, to say the least. After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. It's fielded at the 45.
Now, That's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Julio Jones all alone. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
Now it's Ryan. He's got his man on the crossing route. Touchdown, Falcons! Devin Hester, 54 yards. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
Bryant now to tack on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. On the return now, here's Keyshawn Martin. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about...
And got his man complete. That one goes for 38 yards. And it gives the Pats a first down. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme air.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But now,
Mohamed Sanu with nobody ahead of him. The 40, the 30, 20, 10, touchdown.
Retard.
Mohamed Sanu as the first half is winding down, and the Falcons add on.
I heard a coach talk about those late...
Brady to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So third and medium here, 3rd and 5. From the gun on third down, Brady. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Trophy belongs to the Falcons. Yes, the Atlanta Falcons are the Super Bowl champions. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
Hello.